Okay, we are live. We're back with another interview. This time with a guy by the name of Dan Ashendorf. He's a Brit, just like me. So he scores 9 out of 10 points already. And to be honest, I'm very excited about this interview, and I'm going to tell you why. The interview is for a product called Easy Publishing Profits, on a platform called Udemy. Now, for those of you watching who don't know what Udemy is, then congrats, because you're kind of in the same boat as me. I don't know that much about Udemy, but I see Dan and his business partner, Theo, absolutely crushing it in terms of income on Udemy. Now, I'm not going to say too much more about this. I'm going to let Dan explain exactly what this is as we go, but, tune in to this, stay tuned and listen, because if you're looking for a way to get started making some serious income, this is one that is, I'm just genuinely excited to see this. So with that being said, hey Dan, how's it going in the sunny UK over there?
It's going awesome, Ben. Great to be on the show. Sunny, yeah, pretty much. It's a great day today. We've had a referendum, and I've been out voting. So we'll see.
I'm not going to ask you which way you voted, Dan. I'm not going to ask.
No, but do bear in mind that I've got a sizable e-commerce business where I do a lot of importation from the Far East as well. So that should kind of give you. And I sell a lot on Europe. I sell a lot of my stuff on Europe. So
okay, so I think I can guess which way you might have voted then.
Yeah, but we probably shouldn't talk about politics anyway on this show. But yeah. So big day, man. Big day. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining. It's not sunny. It's not as sunny as it.
All right, Dan. So let's get to what they're all here for. I mean, they probably might be interested in British politics. I don't know, but I'm not even interested in politics. So, but you've got this course, Easy Publishing Profits. I believe it's going live on the 26th, right? 26th of June.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. It's 9 a.m. EST. It's going live.
And just so we can get this in right at the beginning, when do the doors close? How many days is this live for? And how much is the investment to get started with this course?
Yeah, it's it's a 5-day course, and it's $19.95 for the front end.
Okay, it's absolutely cheap as chips for what you're about to share with us, and again, you're gonna see a proof on this actual interview of the earnings that are being made, and we're not talking about earnings from 1922. We're talking about earnings from as recent as last month and this month. This is current stuff that Dan and Theo are doing to make money on Udemy. But before we get into the actual method, Dan, can you tell us a little bit about your backstory and how did you come to be on the internet? This is normally where we get the homeless man story or something, right?
No, I was never homeless yet. Touch wood. That's not on my resume. No, man, I was just a boring sort of sales director for many years. Worked for a telecoms company, quite a few telecoms companies, and I've always dreamed of having my own business. So I was doing that at night. I used to come sort of during the day. I used to come in and work, and then at night I used to build my own business. So I've got 2 young kids, and it wasn't easy because you come home after work, you just want to spend a bit of time with the family and watch a bit of TV, but I never did that because I'm ambitious. And I had a couple of hours sleep, and I was working through the night, and I built this really, really cool business it was basically e-commerce. So I was importing from the Far East all manner of like really hot trending products. And I still have that business today, but I just don't run it. That's something my wife runs. We've got about 12 employees. And then the time came where I just gave up my job, and that was about 2.5 years ago. And because gradually I was getting the employees to do the work, and my wife, bless her, she's very competent. She's running that business. I was looking for other things to do, and I started to teach people to do what I do. And so I was getting into sort of internet marketing. I was teaching people how to make money with Amazon. Now I've got a really good course about drop shipping as well. That's something else I do. And the third thing I do is I release products onto the marketplace, pretty much through JVZoo and Warrior Plus. And that's a kind of backstory of this specific product. I've teamed up with a lady called Theo MacArthur, who is very, very successful on Udemy. And she was looking to, bring this course onto the market. And because I've been doing this for a little while, I had the contacts and I knew how to publish and I knew how to set up a funnel and everything else. So we kind of hooked up on this, and we're launching on the 26th. So really exciting stuff.
Awesome. Appreciate you filling us in on the backstory, and I'm actually glad to hear that. Because you hear a lot of these homeless man living in a van type stories. I mean, guys who watch my shows and interviews know I've got a terrible sense of humor. But my own story is a little bit like a little bit depressing, to be honest, with where I come from. But I feel it's nice to hear you just said I'm just a regular kind of a boring guy who came from a corporate type background. And I feel there's a lot of people who identify with that. We haven't all had a kind of a morbid life. Some of us have had pretty okay lives, and pretty normal sort of background. So there's a lot of people who will identify with the guy who was working in the corporate world, had 2 kids, was coming home tired, and he's trying to fit everything in. Lots of people will identify with that. So it's good to have a method that will work for people like that. Now, just to clarify, what is Udemy? For the person who's never heard of Udemy, what is it exactly?
Okay, so Udemy is a massive marketplace for information. It's information marketplace, and the unique. So we make a reasonable amount of money in marketplaces like Warrior Plus and JVZoo, and there's probably, I don't know, maybe 50,000 people on Warrior Plus and JVZoo, give or take, and a lot of people make a lot of money on these, right? Now, Udemy, just put that into context, Udemy's got 10 million people on it, right? So that just shows you that the size of this is a lot bigger. It's a publicly traded company, I believe, and they're having a massive investment. They've just had something like they had a cash injection of about $60 million to even take it bigger. So it's a very, very large marketplace for information. So for people and it's a very diverse marketplace. So for example, if you know how to cook, say your passion is cooking Thai food, all right, and you got this kind of like special way of putting the spices together, or making it look very attractive. So people want to do that because they got some relatives coming. They want to impress their friends. They'll pay $10 to be the next big chef in the Thai space, right? So it's a very there's really interesting niches, and people bring that knowledge onto that marketplace, and then people buy that knowledge off them. So it's sort of video-based knowledge marketplace, and that's essentially what Udemy is. Very, very buzzing.
Oh, awesome. So to clarify, I've got this. Udemy is a place where you can go and you can, let's say you have a passion for health and fitness or something, and you came up with like a specific diet or exercise routine, and you thought, what, I like this so much, I'm so passionate about this, I want to share this with other people. You could maybe shoot some videos, put a little course together, place it on Udemy, and because there's 10 million people on Udemy, there's a lot of traffic. That's a lot of people, right? That you're gonna find people who want to buy that information that you've got, right? That's so Udemy that's what it is, right, Dan? Just literally a place where people can come and literally pay you for putting out information you're passionate about.
That is exactly it. That's exactly it. So it's a very diverse marketplace of anything from social, say dog training. There's a lot of dog training material in there. Martial arts, cooking, photography, making money, languages, programming languages. So very, very diverse marketplace about all manner of knowledge. So that's exactly what it is. And it's a great, all these things like, for example, Uber or Airbnb, right? So this kind of sharing economy that is like the next big wave that's coming. That's where the big money is. That's where a lot of people go to. So Udemy is the manifestation of that wave, but within the knowledge area. So it's people sharing their knowledge, and that's why it's been so successful. And that's why it's such a good platform for the likes of you and me and other people who want to jump on the course to make money, to make a life-changing income from this very popular network.
Awesome. So in the actual course, easy publishing profits, obviously without telling us everything that's in the course, because that would defeat the object, but what are you going to show us how to do then? As the customer, what are you actually going to walk us through, what you're showing us?
Oh, it's pretty much, it's everything you need to start earning from, I don't want to say day one, because you're not going to be earning from day one, but you will be making money after 1 month. I pretty much sure. I mean, I'll just show you the proof in just a moment, but Theo's made $2,000 after 30 days. So how to start earning the fastest possible way. So how to choose your niche, how to which products to go after, how to publish it using free tools that we show you. You don't have to go and invest hundreds of dollars in Camtasia, for example. We show you how to get free tools to publish your products on there, how to get the maximum amount of traffic, how to get your feedback high, because you want to have good feedback. You want people to find you. So how to do that in the quickest way possible. So all the tricks of the trade, all the little nooks and crannies that you would never find yourself. It would take you probably about 3 good months just to kind of fumble and bumble along until you find all the little shortcuts. We teach you that in this course to save you time and to get you earning in the fastest possible way.
Sweet. So you're basically it's like you've already been on Udemy, you know all the mistakes, you know what works, what doesn't work, and you're basically offering almost like a fast track to earning within your first month on Udemy, potentially earning like 2K or more. So okay, Dan, I know a lot of people they come for this, that a lot of people want to see it's like kind of Jerry Maguire, show me the money kind of, show me some proof that you are earning on Udemy, because if you can do it, especially with you walking me through the process, that I know I can do it, and I know that the subscribers on my list and my following on YouTube and Facebook, they can do it too. So, and I know you got some pretty impressive proof to show too.
Absolutely. So let's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Theo's account. So she's my business partner in this. She's very kindly given me her credentials. So let's have a quick look at that. So you can see. You should be able to see yourself now, Ben. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. So let's move away from that. Just bear with me, mate. 1 second. Where are we? Udemy. Right. Okay. Right. Can you see my course? Can you see my screen now? Can you see the Udemy screen?
I was doing for a second. Let me click back on. Yeah, now I see it. There we go. So I am seeing revenue report, $18,913. Your lifetime earnings as of June the 23rd, 2016.
Yeah. So just so you know, it's genuine. So here you can see that's udemy.com and statements just there. Okay, yep. So this is not like a screenshot. This is real live account information. So this is interesting because we've started trading in November, and then you can see that like literally in a month, we got up to, from November, the middle of December, like 1 month afterwards, we were already doing $2,000 a month. Yeah, and then
that's kind of pretty much unheard of with most methods on the internet. To be going from ground zero to 2K in a month is impressive.
It's very impressive, and it's due to the very, very substantial traffic. You got 10 million active users on there, so it's the busiest platform of its kind. And this is what I love that sort of thing, because this is how I've made money with Amazon. It's such a busy platform. I put a couple of products on there, and it just started going like wildfire. And this is the same. This is like the equivalent in the digital world. It's a lot busier than the likes of Warrior Plus and JVZoo.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Dan, so everybody I mean, I've obviously sold courses on JVZoo and Warrior, but basically what you're saying is Udemy absolutely crushes JVZoo and Warrior in terms of the organic traffic that is passing through its sites.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And so there's two ways of making money with Udemy. The first one is for you to drive traffic, and if that's the case, if you drive your own traffic, then they take a very small commission. In fact, they take no commission. They take a 3% fee, which is the transactional fee, which you'd pay with PayPal anyway. So that's one way. But what you see here is basically Udemy themselves driving the traffic. So you don't need, as a publisher, you don't need to be driving traffic. So they drive the traffic for you, and they concentrate on like different niches. They go for the best-selling niches, and they have this algorithm which, once you figure that out, you can really start driving the big bucks. And that's what we figured out, and that's what we teach in this program, is how to basically use the algorithms to our advantage.
Yeah.
And get the most traffic. We want the Udemy traffic sent to us, and that's what we figured out.
So Dan, like, I know a lot of people struggle with traffic, but what you're saying is in your course, you kind of crack the Udemy algorithm, the code, and because of that, when you use this method, you don't even have to worry about driving traffic, because Udemy is organically driving traffic for you. That's sweet. So you don't have to worry about the traffic. You know, it's just all happening on autopilot once you follow what you're sharing inside of the course.
That's exactly it, Ben. And it even gets better because once you publish, so these courses, like, some people might get a bit spooked, like they might think, oh, how long are these courses? I don't know how to shoot a video. What do I do? But actually, these courses are quite short. It's a few videos. They're about 3 to 4 minutes each, and actually, it takes about half an hour a day to run this. Okay, so you want to be just putting on a few videos. It just takes no time. So if you're looking at what you make per hour with this platform, it's just unparalleled.
Yeah, that's sweet. So you just raised an important point, but I'm going to make a mental note of it, because I wanted to ask you that question in a minute. I just want to cover something else first. This 18,913, quick question, is that the actual figure all profits? Is that profit there? And also, I just want you to clarify when you actually got started with this method, so people can understand how quickly you've generated this figure here.
Yeah, so the answer to the first question is yes, it's 100% profit. So what you see here is what's remained after the fees that we're taking, the transactional fees and the PayPal fees and commissions and everything else. So it's net 18,913. That's over the course of 6 months. There's been a bit of a drop here because Udemy's had a massive cash injection and they've changed some of the algorithms, but that's going up again. It's going up very, very rapidly again. And June, we're going to be sort of round about this kind of round about pretty much where we started before the dip. But even so, I mean, we're still, even though there has been a bit of a dip, we're still making in the region of $3,000. We've had a really good month here, as you can see, in March, and that was close to 6,000, and we're certainly going to be hitting that again very, very soon.
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
So you basically started this in November, and it's now like just after, well, coming towards the end of the June, let's say. So let's say in 8 months, you're pushing 19K there. So that's over 2K profit per month, and you've only been doing this for 8 months. That's like, that really is unheard of. I'm honestly looking at this, and as I'm watching this, I'm dying to almost get off this interview and start going through the information, because I feel like I've been online for 5-6 years and I don't know that much about Udemy, and I feel like this is one of those moments where right now there's not too many people playing on there, and it seems like there's a lot of money to be made on there.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, I make it 7 months actually. I've just counted it, but I guess, yeah, if we're to say towards the end of June, that'll be 8. But then the June numbers are not actually on there yet. So yeah, so you got 7 months. So let's see how that pans out then. So let me just bring out the calculator. So we got 18,913 divided by 7 months. Yeah, so we're making $2,700 on average, $2,700 a month on average. And look at that. I mean, this is really impressive here. I don't know if you can see still my screen, but this is literally like $2,000 after 1 month. I mean, that's really unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take me to, how long did it take me to get that on Warrior Plus? I mean, that you've got to be building a list. You've got to be getting the affiliates. I mean, this is a lot simpler.
Now, here's a quick question, Dan. You just made me think of a question. When somebody buys through Udemy, do you actually get the customer's email address? Is that part of what Udemy does, or is no?
There is a way of getting it. There is a bit of a trick of getting it. I believe you basically you sort of offer a coupon, you offer a bonus, and then they sort of navigate away. It's a slightly gray area. But ideally, it is something you can do, and there are some plugins that would do that. But it's not something that we do at this moment in time. Yeah.
Nevertheless, email address or not, people are seeing the proof on the screen that this is a solid money making method, a solid method. Now, we can probably, Dan, I think people have seen enough. I mean, I don't need to see any more proof. My kind of mind is racing right now by what the potential of Udemy really is. I've never really considered putting something on there, and I'll probably mention at this point for you guys watching this, one thing I'm going to do is I'm actually that infused by this method. I'm going to be going through it, and I'm going to be documenting my journey as an Udemy beginner, as a total newbie to Udemy. Never put anything on there. Don't even have an account right now. Don't even know how to set up an account. I'm gonna have to go through Dan's product myself to learn that. And I'm gonna document the whole process of how I go from new to earning my first dollars. And what I'm gonna be doing is, as a bonus, I'm gonna be putting you inside of my Mailing for Money Mastermind. You'll see more about that below this video. And as a bonus, as and when I'm creating this case study, I'm going to send you the video so you can see exactly what I'm doing, which pretty cool bonus that just came to me. I thought, why not? If I'm going to go through this method, why not document it and share that with people who buy through me? So that I am truly excited by this method. So just a couple more questions. You said something earlier, and I know this is a kind of a fear a lot of people have. If I'm like a newbie, let's say I feel like I don't know too much, or I feel like, well, what would I share? What could I share? What would kind of be your advice to somebody like that? Somebody who's new, maybe not done many videos, feels maybe they don't have much to share. We've got any tips you could give us on that?
Yeah. So there's one of two ways that you can handle that question. The first one is, ideally, you'd have something that you feel passionate about, or you have knowledge, like if you're a good cook, or you're a good photographer, or you're a good martial artist, or you make money online, or whatever. That's one way of doing it. But the other way is, once you learn the algorithms, and once you know what is going to generate the best traffic for you, you don't even need to be an expert yourself. So you can actually either glean it from public domains, or you can hook up with someone else that's doing well.
Yeah.
Or even you can maybe pay someone, I don't know, say $10 to come up with a bit of content from Fiverr. But you can do that research yourself.
So
right? And then you come up,
you just gave me another idea, Dan. Something just clicked in my brain. So those products you sometimes see on Warrior and JV Zoo, where somebody will interview an expert.
exactly.
Okay, so here's another bonus I'm going to throw in then. Dan, you're making my brain come alive here. Here's another bonus I'm going to throw in for you guys. When you pick up Dan's and Theo's course through my link, if you're feeling like, you know what would I even release information on? I'm going to arrange for you to do a 15 to 30-minute interview with me if you want to, where I can share some value on a camera. I can share a lot of tips on, maybe you want me to give you some tips on list building or affiliate marketing. So I can actually give you the content you need to go to put on Udemy to make sales. And you can just keep all the money, doesn't bother me if it's going to help you. I'm really passionate about this one, as you can tell. So I'm throwing in the big bonuses here. So that's awesome, Dan. That is awesome. So basically, even if you hate doing videos, you're not an expert, you can just go hook up with another expert or go to Fiverr or glean some information off Google or YouTube and package something together. So I think we're covering there the biggest objection people would have with this product. We've totally removed that. So the last question I really want to ask you, Dan, is, and we kind of already covered this, if I get started with your product today and I'm diligent and I understand as a mature adult that there is no magical me sit here, do nothing but make $3 grand a month fix. If I go through your videos and apply exactly what yourself and Theo are sharing, what would be a realistic expectation in terms of earnings in my first 30, 60, 90 days?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, Ben, because people do want to have a life-changing income as soon as possible. So I can, it's good that you're asking that, because that gives me the chance to kind of move away from theory and look at what we've done, what Theo has done. So as you saw, she started earning $2,000 in 30 days. So I can go by that, if she's done it and she was a complete newbie, she's done $2,000 in 30 days. So even if we go half that, okay, even if we half that, so I'm, if you follow what we tell you, there is absolutely no reason why you can't do half of what Theo did. So you can start getting $1,000 in your first 30 days. And then you need to grow on that. You need to be releasing more products. You need to be releasing more content. You need to be promoting it a little bit, but still you're within the confines of 30 to 60 minutes a day. And then you should be doubling that in the next month. Okay.
And of course, what a lot of people's brains probably won't think this way, but what my brain is thinking this way, Dan. If I go out there and let's say I've got a product I could probably get on Udemy right now. I've got something ready to go. But if I go out there and let's say I put just one product every 2 months on Udemy, all of a sudden I've set up 6 little automated cash machines that are going to keep generating revenue for me on autopilot because of Udemy's organic traffic. So what if each of those cash machines just ends up doing $500 or $1,000 each per month? All of a sudden, I've got these 6 cash machines sending me $6K per month. That could work, right, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, there's people who make millions on there, like the big fish.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy that was making something like $80,000. It was making $80,000 a month. So, some people, if you know what you're doing, and you kind of put the right courses out, and you know what you're doing, there are people who make a very, very substantial income. So we're not even gunning for that at this moment in time, but that's always a possibility, because when you get so many people browsing a platform, you're always going to have the ones who are going to do extremely well. So it really depends on how ambitious you are.
Yeah, but even at that $1,000 per month level, even if they do less than half of what Theo's been doing per month, even if they make that $1,000 a month, that's still going to be $12K per year of additional income that you didn't have for something, you said at the beginning of this is something that takes you 30 minutes or less to, per day to manage that stuff. So that's pretty sweet. So I think we covered pretty much everything there, Dan. Can you tell us one more time again when this goes live, what day, what time, and the biggest reason why you feel people should pick this one up without delay?
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. So it's going live this coming Sunday at 9 a.m. EST. And the reason that you want to jump on this, guys, is this is unique, okay? So if you look at, there's a lot of products out there that are very samey, and it's nice to have something that is a little bit off the beaten path, okay? So there's still a good opportunity to make good money. And you've seen the proof yourself. I mean, this is money that can get into your, this is cash that you can make faster than you can with other methods. So if you want to quit your job and you don't want to be sort of sat here this time next year, you don't want to be sat here sort of thinking, oh, where's my life going? Where's my life going? You need to be jumping on this. You need to be taking action, right? You need to be following what we tell you in that course step by step. Don't take any shortcuts. Just get the course and start following it step by step, and you are going to make money. So that's kind of that's my parting words to you, Ben.
Cool, Dan, cool. Okay, guys, you heard it from Dan, the man himself. I'm even rhyming this afternoon. Easy Publishing Profits going live this Sunday. That's Sunday the 26th at 9 a.m. EST. I'm personally going through this. I'm going to, just a couple of my bonuses. I'm going to be giving you the case study where I show you, my results as I go through this. If you need content to put on Udemy so you can, start making sales, I'm going to give you the interview with me, plus a ton of other relevant bonuses to help you make even more money with this product that you'll see at the link below this video. So what I want you to do, if you're watching this before, the 26th, kind of hang around, come back, don't panic. It'll be live on the 26th. If you're watching this right now and it is the 26th, click the button below. Check out this product, and for the price this is selling at, you'd be crazy not to pick this one up. I mean, for less than $20, and you've seen proof that Theo, who was a newbie to Udemy, made 2K in her first month. If she can do it, you can do it. Do you want to turn less than $20 into 2K in your first month? If so, pick this one up. I just want to thank you, Dan, for being on the show this morning. That was one of the interviews I've enjoyed the most because this is such a unique method, and I'm genuinely thrilled to be able to promote this one for you.
Awesome, Ben. It's been an absolute pleasure having a chat with you today, and I wish you a great day and week ahead.
You too, Dan. Thanks very much for coming on, and I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, man. Peace.